Christopher Marshall had always been a healthy, active man who enjoys the outdoors and spending time with his family.
I always considered myself an active person. I did a lot of work around the house that I enjoyed doing. We have a small boat. We like to get out on that on the weekends and do some fishing. And my wife and I like to walk and get around and see the island whenever we can.
But in 2011, at the age of 57, Marshall began noticing some slight changes in his body.
It was a feeling like a pressure feeling in my chest. Not pain, not overwhelming, just a light pressure that I would feel right in the middle of my chest. And I noticed if I ate a big meal, I would feel that pressure. But it really started to be more frequent, I noticed, when I was not running even, walking quickly to get a train in the morning to go to the city for work. I didn't think it was anything serious. I thought it was indigestion, potentially an ulcer.
Marshall and his wife Margaret are frequent cruisers. In fact, they were scheduled to go on a transatlantic cruise that September, but the couple had to sign papers for the cruise line, acknowledging that extraction from the ship in the event of a medical emergency is highly unlikely. This prompted Marshall to go for his yearly physical early.
Something is not right. My body is telling me something. I still didn't really think it was going to be as severe as it was.
Marshall's doctor advised an EKG, and it was what happened next that turned Marshall's world upside down.
I started to hear commotion out in the waiting area, where the nurses are, only to find that I was actually having a heart attack while I was in his office. And that completely surprised me. I had no idea that my situation was that bad.
Marshall called his wife, and the two of them went immediately to Stony Brook Hospital. By the time they arrived, Marshall was having a full-blown heart attack.
I had never been in the hospital for anything. I'm not an ill person. I don't take any medications.
He was the best-looking heart attack I ever saw because he was alert. He was talking to me. They were rushing around and going crazy, and he was smiling at me. It was very surreal. I have to say, it was like an out-of-body experience watching it all.
Marshall was not overweight, and he did not have diabetes or hypertension. A nurse in the hospital that day confirmed that his heart attack was due to an unavoidable genetic condition.
She said, no matter what happened, a year or two from now, one way or the other, you would have been in here having this type of procedure, because this is genetics.
Marshall's mother, Thelma, suffered a heart attack at age 56. She later passed away from congestive heart failure complicated by a stroke. An angioplasty confirmed that Marshall's heart was extremely strong, but he had 5 arteries severely blocked, and he needed immediate quintuple bypass surgery.